You should need it.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Welcome to the Cloud Home!
Here we are. Hi, Deanna.
Hi.
This is Deanna. Do you say cologne?
No, I really just go by Deanna Chicka.
Deanna Bomb
You know,
Chicka.
we can't give my husband too much shine. And that's, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's his
yeah,
last
that's,
name.
that's not me. No, I'm a good Italian girl, but he made me Puerto Rican. So there you go. But I just go by Deanna Chicka. Follow me if you want.
Deanna Bomb
yeah,
Chicka.
Deanna Chicka, baby, yeah.
TikTok and Instagram?
Everything.
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 Okay, so you're from Winchester?
Winchester, Massachusetts, raised in Boston.
Okay.
Got a full ride to Berklee College of Music, left there.
Yeah.
Moved to New York City, did the whole New York City entertainment thing for like 12, 13 years, then moved to LA.
Yeah.
And then 3 years ago, moved to Vegas.
Wow.
And have been in entertainment my whole life, essentially.
Yes. You've performed with, no big deal, by the way, Diana Ross,
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle.
Yeah.
You sang while Stevie Wonder played piano.
Oh, yeah?
You sang Ribbon in the Sky.
Yep. Standing ovation, Wang Center in Boston, yes.
Like
Then-
what?
Yeah, no. So I mean, I'm very, very blessed. I'm all of my gifts, God-given, sing, songwriting, acting. I've done backgrounds for Celine Dion, Justin Bieber, was on America's Got Talent. I grew up in the restaurant industry, so always was a great cook, and on a freaking whim, auditioned for MasterChef and ended up making the top 20, winning a white apron. Now I have this whole culinary career. My TikTok is food-based. My little show on TikTok is called Go Fork Yourself.
Go fork
F-O-R-K. Right, let's keep it clean. But what I love to do is just wake up every day and be a creative, no matter what it is. Singing, songwriting, acting, hosting. I'm a vocal coach as well. And then the whole cooking aspect. I do demos all over the country. I MC for events. And then my content creation. So it's like, I just want to create. And for me, like, I have succeeded. Like, some people are like, I haven't succeeded until I have $2 million in the bank and I have a mansion on the ocean. And I'm like, success for me is I'm self-employed and I wake up every day and I call my own mother shots.
Woo! I
Hence
love that.
why I reached out to you.
Yeah.
Because I turned 50 this year and the people out there don't know me. And you are getting to know me. But like, I say unegotistically, there is nothing I can't fucking do. Nothing. But my weight has been a constant struggle in my fucking life. And I'm sorry for the F-bombs. It's just who I am.
Deanna, do you know what the fuck this is? This is the fucking
bleep,
Claude
bleep,
code.
bleep. So I used to be 320 pounds. Through extreme diet and exercise, got down to like 210. I'm not gonna blame my husband, but fucked around and fell in love. Got up to like
That'll do it.
230. On my wedding day is about 230, but I look good. I was beautiful. I was, wore the right dress and all of that.
You are beautiful.
Thank you. No, yes. And then I got on the scale last year, and I was 260, and I went, whoa. And I'm very transparent with it.
Yeah.
Your husband coaches a chef friend of mine, Bruce. I've been watching Bruce Kalman's journey, totally fucking inspired. Because, by all intents and purposes, I'll say this right to your face, Bruce, I never thought you could do it. I'm being honest. And I'm saying that because we live in this world of being in a restaurant, being around food.
Yep.
Good food. That man makes good fucking food, by the way.
Soul Belly in Vegas.
Soul Belly in Vegas. Probably the best burnt ends I've ever had in my fucking life.
So good.
So the reason that I say I didn't believe he could do it because I know his life.
Yeah.
24/7 moving, running. If he's not in his restaurant, he's on a plane doing demos. He's got a family. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way he's staying focused. And I'm not saying, like, I tuned into Hate Watch. But I tuned in, like, and then I was like, motherfucker, he did it. And Bruce is down to, like, 185 now or something crazy. He started at, like, 3, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
And I just know that the day I hit Noah on Instagram, I remember getting on the scale, I think, that morning and being like, what are you doing? And it's the one area of my life, and I'm just a big advocate of it's okay to ask for help. And there's nothing in my life I can't do. There's nothing. Anybody who knows me and has known me my life has gone, it's not what It's what can't you do? Like literally there's nothing you can't do, D. I have people with everything, with every commercial I get, with every opportunity I get, and they see me on their TV, they're like, this fucking bitch doesn't give up. And I do. I have my mother's handwriting, believe, on my wrist. I put that there for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be days where I do not, and I need that to remind me.
Absolutely.
And especially in this business, you spent your life in entertainment, dancing, and everything. They want to knock you down. They don't want you to win. You're going to hear 99 no's to 1 yes.
Yep.
But I was like, okay, I obviously can't do this by myself because I have tried.
Yeah.
And you, by all accounts and purposes, are a very fucking tough bitch. I mean, like, she's not nice. You're not nice about it. You're not nice about it. I personally, and we can be transparent here, right?
Yeah. Say all the things.
Okay, so I just started my 3rd month with her. I am down 15 pounds.
Nice.
And I have fucked up, and I have taken liberties that she did not want me to take. I took holiday liberties that she advised me not to take, but
and
I went.
Cheese liberties.
But
cheese
and
heavy
cheese
cream
and dairy,
liberties.
and I was like, oh, look, a little cheese, and she was like, no.
Almond flour liberties.
I've taken liberties. And this goes to another point of like just not properly being educated on why I can't have certain things and what it does to my body.
Okay, but this brings me to something I did want to ask you.
Yes.
Growing up,
Yes.
what was life like for you physically? And how was the culture of food in your house? Because you come from an Italian family.
I come from an Italian family that also owned a restaurant. Okay. So, seconds were normal. It was very pasta carb based.
Okay.
I was a latchkey kid. My mom and dad were married at 18 and 20. Not because they had to, because they wanted to. They did that back then.
Wow.
My mother was done having babies at like 22 years old. And they owned a restaurant. They owned that restaurant prior to being married. So my life was, I would go to school. Dad was already gone. He would get up at like 4 a.m. to get to the restaurant to do what he needed to do. By the time we were latchkey kids, we'd come home, nobody would be home. We'd let ourselves in. And then maybe mom would be home some days, or she would already be gone or running errands or whatever. And then she would go to work around 5, relieve my dad, who had been there for 12 hours. And dad would literally come home and would be exhausted and would be on the couch.
Wow.
And so mom usually had a tuna casserole, or here's lasagna, or here's steak alla pizzole, or the big thing was they just bring a pizza home. Daddy's coming home.
Okay.
What do you guys want? Oh, I want a steak and cheese. I want an Italian sub. I want this. I want this. I was the kid in 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade who, do you know in my big fat Greek wedding where they're eating their cute little peanut butter sandwiches with the crust, and they go, what's that? She goes, moussaka, and she goes, mouskaka. That was me, because I would go to school and have meatball subs. I didn't get like the cute little, oh, you're gonna get like the peanut butter and jelly with the crust, or the tuna sandwich, or the ham and cheese, or turkey and cheese. No, my parents had full-on subs in my, okay. And guys, I'm not blaming my parents, but our food culture was big and plentiful.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I remember going to like this white girl's house. I say white girl because she was like really white girl. And the mom like gave me like for dinner, and she gave me like 2 little potatoes, like a little bit of veggie, and like a tiny piece of chicken, and that's what everybody got. There were no seconds, and I remember like fucking going home and being like, Mom, she fucking starved her family. Like literally starves her. Like to this day, my mother and I talk about that. Like, oh my God. She starved. I remember you coming home. I ate at their house one time. That's all I
You're
needed.
like,
I was like, I'm
going.
good. You people starve me. Like, get me out of here. So it made perfect sense that like, and I love carbs. That's why what we're doing is so fucking hard to me, because there is nothing.
Yeah.
There is no luxury of, oh, let's do low-cal, low-carb pita bread. No, that doesn't exist in this world. It just doesn't. And so she's very hard. So
But did you always struggle with your weight?
Well, yes. Okay, so let me just tell you that I was always, I was always bigger than everybody else. There was one other girl in school that was bigger than me. They called her Orca. They were really mean. We're still friends on Facebook. And
Kids are mean.
I still have to reach out to her at some point and say, I'm going to say thank you and I apologize because I was so psyched when she was around because they didn't pick on me and they picked on her. If it was just me, they picked on me.
Wow.
Yeah. And my maiden name is De La Chapa,
Ooh.
which rhymes with Wappa and home of the Whopper.
Oh no.
And it was very difficult being, so I was bullied for my weight. But here's the thing. I grew up in an Irish Catholic town where everybody was 90 pounds, but I was $120. So it wasn't like I was huge, but I was definitely 30 pounds heavier than the girls,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The girl they called Orca was like maybe 10 pounds heavier than me. It's not like she was like 700 pounds
Right.
or 200 pounds
Right.
in fucking, junior high. But also too, my body shape. I had very big breasts very early. I still do. I have a small waist. And I got booty and thighs. So I was like what people are trying to attain now back then and called fat.
Yeah.
So I was like a thickum. I had a tiny waist.
Thickum.
I did. I had a flat waist, tiny, big ass. I had thighs and I had big boobies. So I was an H shape and they're all straight. So who are they teasing? And it's crazy because that is the body that is like the desired societal body right now is big ass, big boobs, flat tummy. What the fuck, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I had.
Yeah.
So, but then after you spend years of people saying at 140, right, in high school, if I showed you a picture of me in high school, you'd be like, okay, like, you weren't fat. You'd be like, okay, you probably had like an extra 15 on you.
Okay.
But they called me fat.
Right.
I was, people all the time, you'd be so pretty if you lost weight. You'd be so pretty if you lost weight. I was like $140. I wasn't fucking huge at all. So you hear that, and you hear that, and you hear that, and you hear that, and you hear that. What do? You become that. So there you go. I got into a period of my life that was, my 30s were the worst years of my life. Absolutely. 30 to 40, worst years of my life. Abusive relationships, and not just men, friends. No boundaries, would let people shit all over me, use me to death. I was such a people pleaser. I got into therapy at like 38 and sat in my therapist's office, like probably the first 3 visits just bawling, being like, I can't believe it took me so long to get here.
Wow.
Because I was such a mess. Absolutely didn't want to live. My dog kept me alive. It's the only reason I didn't off myself. I'm not kidding. I had a dog named Lola.
What was so hard about being your 30s?
I just didn't, I had no boundaries. I didn't love myself.
Okay.
I was being used and abused.
Okay.
Couldn't figure out why I was being used and abused.
Okay.
But I was also not setting up boundaries for myself. Eating to make myself feel better. Right?
Yeah.
It was a vicious cycle of not caring for myself, not even realizing I was in a bad place, thinking everything was fine,
Yeah.
not having my mental health right, not having my physical health right. I was a fucking nightmare. And I remember her saying, I said to her, I can't believe it took me so long to get here. And she said, some people never get here.
100%.
Right? To this day, I call that woman my best friend. Because we do like little check-in, like, how you doing? I'm good.
I love
what
that.
I'm doing. But eating for me was definitely comfort.
Yeah.
I missed my mom and my dad. Comfort. I didn't have somebody that I loved in my life. Comfort. Didn't love myself. Comfort. Food has never hurt me. Food has never told me I'm disgusting and fat and ugly and X, Y, and Z. Never. Right?
Yeah.
So there has been
But
this...
food did hurt you.
Right. But in the moment, you're like, food makes me feel good. Yeah, that pizza was so yummy.
Which, if you really think about that,
Right.
think about somebody who's a heroin addict and what they would say. Replace that with heroin. Replace that with alcohol.
And I'm so glad you brought up fucking heroin. Because the other thing that I have experienced in my life is you would also think that I find that there is more empathy for drug abusers and alcohol abusers than there are for people who struggle with the addiction of food. And for me, it's all an addiction. The sad thing about food is we actually need it to survive.
Well, and that's what I say to a lot of my clients.
You don't need heroin.
is
You don't need alcohol.
you
But we
have to
actually
make-
do need food.
You need food at least 3 times. Well, here at Glow Up With Claude, we eat 3 times a day. That's a decision that you are faced with
Right.
every single day, multiple times a day.
Right. Right. But I'm saying that I find more people be like, they're addicted. Oh, that's so horrible. But then they'll say to me online, I woke up to a message today because I'm on a major commercial right now, singing and dancing. It's a job for a big pharma product.
Yeah.
I woke up to a DM today. Enjoy your short life, maybe if you diet and exercise. And it's like, guys, like, the reason that I hate people that say, please diet and exercise is I'm currently dieting and exercising. And it's really fucking hard. It isn't just diet and exercise. I read an article yesterday that Perez Hilton put up because we're friends. And Kelly Clarkson said that her latest weight drop was because she started listening to her doctor. Kelly, I'm so sorry to fucking call you out, but I have to call you out, bro.
Ozempic?
I'm going to call you out right now. That anybody that is really trying to lose weight, the first thing that they're looking at people and saying is, I'm fucking busting my ass every morning in the fucking gym, and I'm watching everything that goes into my mouth. The answer is not, I'm listening to my doctor. Because I'm going to tell you right now that prior to starting with you 2 months ago, I had 0 time to work out. I've made it a point of from 7 to 9 every day booking nothing. And from 7 to 9, that is my time to get up, have a cup of coffee, feed my dogs, get to the garage, do my fucking workout on your fucking Trainer Eyes app, make my breakfast and eat it, because I also wasn't eating breakfast, go and take a shower, bath, whatever, before I start my fucking day and take my first appointment at 9 o'clock. 2 months ago, I had no time for that. Isn't it funny now I have 2 hours every day
Magically.
to do that?
Because why? Because it's important to you right now.
It's important to me, and I don't waste money. I've hired you, and I've asked you for this help. But my point about Kelly is, I was like, bro, I'm not a hater. I fucking love you, Kelly. I think you're super fucking talented. I think you're beautiful, whatevs.
Yeah.
You're probably one of the best singers out there right now.
Yeah.
But for you to fucking sit here in this article and say, I started listening to my doctor, I smell bullshit, because anybody who's really doing this, Claude, is going to be like, I am at the fucking gym every day, fucking 6 days a week. Because if you ask me what I'm doing, I'm like, I'm at the fucking gym every day, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
I am fucking eating X, Y, and Z. I have a fucking plan that I'm following. I'm drinking shit tons of, you saw my bottle of water?
Yep.
4 of those a fucking day.
Wonderful.
Outside of my herbal tea. That is also, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Well, and doctors they might say to you, you need to diet and exercise. Cool, dude. Well, what the fuck does that mean?
Because some people think, oh, okay, I'm just not going to eat fast food and I'm going to eat X, Y. Like, this is what I'm saying. I did that by myself for years and failed.
Yeah.
Because diet and exercise wasn't working. I am the most active person you know. Let's go fucking right now. Let's fucking go hike. I will out hike you, bitch. I will out.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, hold on. No. Listen, you know a really funny story? I went to Mexico City to visit my friend Scott. And I said, Scott, when I get there, I love to walk. I don't want to take an Uber or a Lyft anyway. It's also how I see a new city. I want to walk everywhere.
Nice.
The first day, he was like, bitch, you weren't kidding. We walked 20 miles the first fucking day around Mexico City. He was so sore and dead. He was like, can we please take an Uber tomorrow? I was like, no.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're going to do 25. I really love to walk. Even my husband's like, bitch, you're too much. I might not out-hike you, but I'm going to tell you right now that even in this body as I exist, she's not a lazy person.
Yeah.
So when people try to stigmatize all fat people, because there are some people that are overweight that don't do shit, but there are also skinny people that don't do shit.
Yeah.
So my thing, Claude, when I hired Claude, about a month in, I almost fired her.
Well, first of all, most of my clients come to me because they know me. They find me on Instagram. They've been following me for years.
Yeah.
They've seen my journey from 21 Day Fix on Beachbody to postpartum suicidal ideation. They've seen my journey. They've seen me lose the weight.
And I had not.
Deanna has not. She came to me through a referral through a client that my husband's working
never
with.
seen her social media or what her take was.
And when she did,
I lost it.
She unfollowed me and almost fired me as her coach. And that's the tea.
The tea is, and we've since healed, and we've since, I think she understands me. She still puts up shit that infuriates me.
I always will, though.
You will. But the reason is that what I've asked Claude to kind of remember is to be an advocate and hit everybody with, we all should be working to be our best healthy selves as much as we can. Everybody. I know fucking skinny people that are garbage on the inside.
100. But
Okay.
I'm not in the business of that's not the business I'm in, because that's not that I talk to the women who were in my space.
Yeah.
Not my space, but
Yeah.
which was like I was a complete victim. I found comfort in food too.
Right.
I completely drowned myself in alcohol and all the shit I shouldn't have been eating. And it literally gave me a disease doing that, right? So
Right.
when I found a way out, it was so I speak to mainly moms, which you're not you, right?
Yes.
You,
No, I am.
you are a mom. She is a mom. Who have lost themselves in their kids.
Right.
Hormones are fucked up. And the thing is there are people who are very active. And that goes back to, for me, it's like, it's not about just working out. Because I get these messages every day. I work out every day, can't lose weight. Okay, but
Right.
let's talk about your food. And for me, the biggest issue in this country is food and what it represents and what it means. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and also what they're putting in our food, and people think they're eating healthily, which is why I love your series where you go to the grocery store and you're calling out brands. I've tagged her in brands that are like, I was like, can I have this ramen? I'm not even kidding. And she was like, absolutely not, because look what's in it. And they touted themselves as a healthy ramen, protein packed, yada yada boom boom, low fat. And she was like, absolutely not.
That's scary.
I mean, should we blow up Oat House right now? That was on the plan, Oat House.
No.
They have then since added what?
Sunflower oil.
We can no longer have that on her plan, which was a joy for people on her plan, because it was a little bit of like, oh, I'm having something sweet and vibey, and like that was my go-to, like, ooh, my
all
fix.
natural coconut oil sweetened with maple syrup, like all natural shit. It was so good. And just so everybody knows, sunflower oil is not just oil from a sunflower seed. In order to get the oil from the sunflower seed, there is a process. And that process includes detergents and chemicals that do not belong in your body, that will stick there for months on end and cause inflammation and wreak havoc on your endocrine system and cause disease.
But this is stuff people do not know.
Right.
I said to her, she has to go look at this now, but I said to her, go to your local grocery store and pick up several bottles of extra virgin olive oil and actually read what the percentages is. They're lying. It says extra virgin olive oil, and when you flip it over, it's not.
I can't wait. I have not been privy to this, so I can't wait to see what.
Please, because I'm dying for you to go and be like, holy shit, she's not lying. We have to be very careful about the different oils that we use. All of this stuff. So I was uneducated. I'm still learning. I'm learning. Like, why can't I have that? Wait, why can't I have that? Why can't I have that? So you couple how I was raised and the culture I was raised in.
Yeah.
Being beat up and bullied mentally, you're fat, you're ugly, you're fat, you're ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm fat and ugly. I'm just going to fucking be fat and ugly then. Right? And then not being educated on your food and what the government is allowing in our food, and then throwing a healthy sticker on it, low fat, low sugar, low whatever.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But here's the reason why I talk the way that I talk.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I know that this is where we clash.
Yeah.
And everyone has a story. I get told this every day, like, you don't know what they're going through. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everyone has a story of what their parents ate when they grew up, what the food culture was in the house, if they were molested, beat up, this. I was also bullied for different reasons. I had no boobs and was tortured because I was flat-chested, and people for some reason didn't understand, why are you flat? So instead of calling me fat, I was flat, and then like no boys wanted to like date me. And then I started dating black guys in 7th grade. And that was literally the death of Claude as we knew her. I was called every name. I was beat up daily by black girls. I was spit on. My hair was pulled. I was threatened to stay away from black guys. White girls were like, we're not going to be friends with you because you date black guys and
Oh
that's
my
gross.
gosh. Oh wow. Okay.
White guys were like, we're not touching that because why do you dance with all the black guys at the school dances? This was a question I would get. I'd be like, well, A, they have rhythm and they're sexy and they can dance, unlike your fucking white ass who can't move. So
Wait a minute, then you married a white guy who can dance, so chill out, lady.
I
Like,
really
come on
thought,
now.
though, my
Yeah.
goal,
Yeah.
I was going to marry a black man and I was going to have interracial kids and I was going to be like, see, love can be so many different things.
Right.
So my point is like everyone has something that they've gone through.
Right.
And for me, it's like if you live in that space of it was so hard growing up, you know, my family was like this. You're telling this story. It's like a chain. Okay, you're chained there. You know, I was bullied. You're chained. And now all these things that should not have power over you have power over the Deanna I know you can be. Or the client, I'm like, no, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter you were bullied. Doesn't matter that your family is Italian. You have to be like, what's the new thing I'm creating from this moment forward?
I hear that, and I get that, and I'm with it. I guess for me, there are triggers, and they're painful.
Yes.
Of living in a world that really just wants to go, oh, you're fat, you're lazy, you're this, you eat a box of ding dongs every night. Bitch, I wish. I could never eat like that. If I ever ate like that, if there was like ho-hos and Twinkies and 8 bags of Doritos
no,
and
I would die.
McDonald's and yada yada, I would be 500 motherfucking pounds.
Yeah.
Not 260, 500. This is me watching myself.
Yeah.
But still realizing that, like, okay, again, I am an advocate for everyone to love themselves where they are in their journey. And my thing with you is always, Claude, you are going to meet fat fucking people. You're going to meet obese people, double my fucking size, that are going to sit there and look at you and be like, I love myself. And I'm telling you, I swear to God, it is a defense mechanism. It's a way for them to stay fucking alive. I was that person.
I know that.
I was that person.
Yeah.
I was that person. I was the person who was like, okay, I have to accept and love myself right now, or I'm going to off myself. And I swear to God that there's not a fat person, and if there is, fucking come at me. Come at me, find me, Deanna Chicka, find her, please. Because I watch certain people. I don't want to name certain people. But it's like, you cannot fucking tell me you're happy where you're at, bro. Like, you can't lift your arm. Stop. You know what I mean?
I
and,
do.
And I see them, and I feel such an empathy for them. Because I feel it for myself. And that's why I was like, okay, so you know what? We're going to get fucking help. I'm going to get help. I have to be held accountable.
Yeah.
I have to be held accountable now.
And do you know why else I can sit here and why I do get upset? Not upset, but I'm so passionate because I have done the hard work most people are not willing to do. I have sat there and months, you know, letting go of food that you love, letting go of food that meant so much to you growing up does feel like a fucking loss.
Right.
And then when everyone around you is just enjoying their pizza and their beer,
Right.
and you're over there with your fucking chicken and broccoli and
Right.
rice because I have...
Bitch, don't say rice, because you don't give me rice. So
You
don't say
get
rice.
You don't get rice right now. You will.
Love some fucking rice, damn it.
If you just...
I'm focusing, fuck it. Fuck it. It's a new year, new me.
And I did go 3 months
Yeah.
doing clean keto. We do clean keto, no cheese, no dairy, no bacon. Okay, clean keto, healthy fats.
It's hell on earth.
But the thing is I
Okay.
do... That's the thing. When people are like, I've done everything. And I'm like, no, you haven't. Because you're still eating the things that I, day in and day out, and my husband will eat that shit in front of my face. He'll snack at night. He drank alcohol for a year into me saying bye to alcohol.
Right.
And everyone is in my face. And I stood there and
Yeah.
was like, and I chose me and my health.
Right.
So it's, you know, everyone is going after everybody. You know, if there's people who are like, you're fat, if you're fat, you're lazy, you're this. If you're fit, you're this and you're this. I got I get teased because I'm pretty.
Yeah.
It's easy for you. You're pretty. Oh, how is that? You know, it can't be that hard for you. You've always been pretty and skinny. Oh, really? That's nice of you to. Everyone's going to judge everybody. So my whole thing is fuck the noise. Just fuck the noise. I grew up around a French family who drank wine every night at dinner. It was just that I drank at 14. My dad was like, here, have a glass of wine. And I had to retrain and say goodbye to those things that felt like that's how I connect with my people.
Yep.
And I had to choose my health. I had to choose what I wanted to look like and the strength that I wanted to have for my son and the habits that I want to show him. So I don't really have sympathy for people because I know what's possible. And sympathy keeps you where you are. So you're scrolling Instagram and everyone's like, I'm fat and I'm happy. And then this other one's like, you're beautiful just the way you are. And then here I come and it's like, stop being overweight. And it knocks people into present time because everyone is so stuck back there. They're stuck back there.
I guess I completely hear what you're saying, and I understand where, and I know everybody you're talking, and I
you.
am and have been one of those people. I think that, I don't know, the thing that keeps coming up in my spirit is like, I don't want you to lose people because you're so smart and so educated and could teach people so much. And I don't want you to lose people because they just think that you're, oh, look, pretty fit girl is going to fucking shit all over me, right? And that's why, like, there was a time where she posted something. I did not like what she posted. And this woman came up under and said, unfollowing you because you're this, this, and this. I've been following you for a while, but now I'm unfollowing you because it's getting... And I said to her, rather than unfollow her, I'm one of her clients. I asked her for help. And I said, rather than unfollow her, what I'm trying to ask Claude to do is, maybe the wrong word is sympathy, but just realize that people are on journeys. They're on a journey, and we all have to come to the point where we're like, okay, I can't do this alone. Okay, I have to accept this about myself. Okay, am I really happy? Right? Like, there's an evolution to everybody, right? We're not all... And the thing that I say to you, too, is, I understand, you didn't have boobs. Okay, you didn't have, okay. But my entire life, because you would vehemently say if I was 20 or 30 pounds heavier than all the other kids, I was overweight, right? Would you say that? I was always overweight. Always, right?
Okay.
And I find that a lot of people want to gain 20 pounds after the baby, or they're getting into their 40s and menopause is setting in and all this, and they're gaining some weight.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I have empathy and I feel for you that that's happening to you. You had your Hashimoto, you X, Y, and Z. You went through what you went through after your child. But I have spent 50 years of my life now, 99% of that time,
Yeah.
fat and struggling and not wanting to be this way and it being very fucking difficult. And that's why that is painful to me. The stigmas are painful to me. Bro, I've worked out. I told you and your husband, I was working out with a boxing trainer. I was doing workouts my skinny friends couldn't come do.
Yeah.
I was committed. There's a determination and a commitment. And so when people say, I can't lose the weight, I can't do it, you're giving up and not sticking with it. Because I understand I'm on this for like, I have to be in this world right now with you for probably a year.
Yeah.
Easily, to get to the goal that I want to get to. And originally my goal was 199, and now my goal is 190. I have 3 goals, 199, then 190, then 175.
Woo!
And I'm cool there. Now, people are still going to look at me at 175 and go, wow,
But
you're fat.
people, though.
You're fat. You're fat. Society's still going to go, you're fat. But it's like...
But fuck them.
But
I was fat.
I don't care
in the
anymore.
dance world, I was fat.
I don't care anymore. This isn't my husband. This isn't my parents. This isn't my kid. This is me going, I want to be a certain way. I want this for me.
Yeah.
This isn't about being on Instagram in a bikini and look at me. Nope, it's not. It's not. I will never be that person.
No.
It's going to be me feeling and being my best self. And for me, being such an overachiever, and I succeed at everything I put my mind to. I manifest, I pray, I do it all.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is the year where I'm not okay failing.
Love
and,
it.
and I'm here. But I guess like you're the shock jock right now. You're the shock jock for me. And some of the stuff that you put up it triggers me and it hurts because people have
And
been
some
so
people,
mean.
yes.
They're not coming from love. They're not coming from I want you to be healthy and be better. They're coming from you're fat and you should diet and exercise. Bro, diet and exercise. That's like looking at a heroin addict being like, just put down the heroin, you'll be fine.
Right.
Okay, good luck with your life. It's not happening.
Right. Which is why that my message has to be backed up with ways that you can do that. My message has to be backed up with videos of like, here's what you should eat. Here's what to stay away from. Here's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's something that there's a moment in my life about maybe 7-8 years ago that I had that made me realize that nothing matters unless I say it matters. Right? Whatever the society thinks so many things that I'm like, this is fucking nuts. This is nuts. I never go into agreement with it. How I grew up doesn't matter, right?
Right.
How my parents did their best. Like the way my dad was about women doesn't get to control me anymore. I had this realization that like nothing matters unless I say it matters.
No, absolutely. I say the same thing. My parents did their best.
Yeah.
But, they were 18 and 20. Like I said, they probably didn't want it. They would be arrested today for leaving their kids home.
Yeah.
I was watching my 3-year-old brother at 6.
Yeah.
They'd be arrested.
And one of my favorite things about humanity is that we all have such different lives and stories and experiences.
Right.
The worst thing that we do with those, though, is we let them mean something negative and we let them, that pain that you said you experienced, the triggers. It's like nothing really triggers me. Like I don't really hold on to like pain. I just am like, I see what everyone is able to rise above, and maybe the way that I communicate, it's never going to resonate with everybody. And honestly, when I made my reel for Nikki G yesterday, I had you in mind, and I was like, I'm not going to attack her.
Right.
Because I disagree with her message of like, she's drinking champagne and being like, I love being fat. And the thing is even if you love being fat.
She doesn't love being fat.
But even if you did, let's just say she does. It is so dangerous. It is a dangerous state for the body to be in. And what people don't realize is people still think that being overweight is healthy. And when you understand what excess fat is on the body.
I would love. Did she respond to you?
No.
Okay. Probably not. I would love for you. And I know you're worth every fucking penny. But I would love for you to approach some of these people that say, I love being fat. And be like, I will fucking coach you for free if you'll do it.
I told her that. I said,
I will coach you for
DM
free if
me.
you'll do it.
Yeah.
I will coach you for free. She's
Absolutely.
not free, by the way, and she's not cheap. I will coach you for free to prove to you because I was and am still Nikki G. And I will tell you that the getting up every day, setting that time to get in that gym every day, every single meal is a choice, what I'm making, what I'm doing. If I'm lying to myself, if I'm lying to you, oh yeah, I ate everything on my diet, and I don't even call it a diet because I hate that word. On my new health journey, like what's on my health journey, the foods that are on my health journey, right? I could totally lie to you and be like, yeah, I'm yada yada. I knew something was happening when my mom and dad, by the way, did not share with them that I was doing anything. That my mom walked in the house Christmas Eve and went, you look different. You look thinner. What's going on? Right? I said nothing to her. And then I finally said to her, I'm doing a little something. And even you, like, I haven't shared. I haven't made this big thing. I'm going on this health journey and I'm yada yada. I said when I lose 20 pounds, I will put up a side picture of me so many weeks ago and now today, and I will say what I'm doing. Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I have been her in the aspect of she goes, it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to bet it's because you did something and did it for 3 weeks and then gave up.
100%.
Because I know myself. I've tried to do things on my own.
Yeah.
I tried for 3 weeks. I will tell you right now, and I know that I've had slight moments of fucking up on my health plan, but I haven't like gone and had fucking McDonald's or like done anything crazy. I haven't done anything fucking rogue, right?
Right.
I haven't had like 3 glasses of wine and like whatever, right? I haven't done any of that. But I fucked up where like, okay, I had almond flour. Okay, I added cheese. Like, okay.
Champagne on New Year's?
I had 1 sip.
Oh,
I had 1 sip.
I'm proud of you.
I'm not actually a champagne. Can I tell you something? God's honest truth, hand to God. If you said to me you can never have alcohol again,
You'd
I'd
be
be
fine?
like, I'm fine. If you said you can never have bread again, I'd cry like a baby.
So
Being real with you.
this is
Alcohol,
bringing up-
nothing for me.
This
Nothing.
is bringing up such a good point, though.
Would do
Deanna.
nothing for me.
Food is the hardest thing for people. I think it's worse addiction than alcohol, drugs, anything.
Well, because we actually physically fucking need it, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. We need it to survive. It's everywhere. It's advertised everywhere. I don't see a fucking advertisement for heroin. Come get your heroin. We've got the shit.
But not just that.
Fucking Heinz 57 fucking
Yeah,
heroin.
like-
You know what I'm saying? It's
But-
everywhere.
Did you grow up
Yeah.
being rewarded with food
Yeah.
or being forced to eat food you didn't want to eat?
No, I always wanted to eat a bitch. It was good.
But, like,
No. Come on. I
broccoli-
grew up with a chef in a restaurant. No, the food was great. No, but
You're lucky.
but rewarded was. I specifically remember a moment in my, you'll love this, a moment in my childhood. One of my vehement moments in childhood is my mom trying to potty train my brother. Nikki, if you poo-poo in the potty, we'll go to McDonald's. If you poo-poo in the potty, and I used to be like, come on, motherfucker, I'm trying to get my nuggets. Like, I literally remember sitting there being like, can you fucking
Yeah.
shit? No,
So,
seriously.
Imagine
Full on.
there is a full on like dopamine release.
Yes.
There is this emotional connection to food of like, this means connection with my mom, or this means like, think about, oh, you know what? I did so good for a whole month. I didn't fucking stray. So I'm going to go reward myself with a fucking pizza and wine. And then after that, a massive piece of chocolate cake. What are we doing? But it's like so deeply ingrained in like us being rewarded. Like, you did good. We're going to get ice cream. You know what? Good job. Here's a sucker.
If Noah came out here right now with a freshly baked sourdough and butter, like, equates to orgasmic in my mind.
See? And so
I'm being fucking real with you.
No,
Like, if he walked out here where it was like, I just made homemade sourdough, here's some beautiful creamy ass butter, I'd be like, oh, sex or that. Like, my joke is, sex or that? Give me the fucking
Sourdough all
sourdough.
day,
Oh, the
yes.
fuck you. Sex or that? Fuck that. I don't need liquor. Like, we should play a game of like, what would you rather? Because let me tell you right now.
But
Like,
food would always win. Like, I want everyone to know too. Like, I love food too. Like,
Yeah.
I love bread,
Yeah.
pasta,
Yeah.
chocolate cake, like mac and cheese. Kraft mac and cheese with ketchup on it was my jam for so long.
you're making me sick right now. Really?
And here's the thing, I don't know what's worse, if I'm being honest, of like growing up in your whole life, you are like the fat one, or your whole life eating a certain way and being thin and not thinking about anything, and then all of a sudden it hits you so hard, you're 38 and you're like I don't. And then all of a sudden it was like my body was turning against me, and again, like I don't feel like I'm a victim. Nothing. I feel like we are all capable of being and doing the same shit no matter what.
I just want people, if there's a message that anybody that watches this today gets, I want the message to be, when you see somebody overweight, first of all, they don't need to know that they are, because they know they are. You're fat. Thank you. I know that. You know what I mean? People that come up under my Instagram or TikTok and say fucked up. Actually, my TikTok people are actually very lovely. It's Instagram. I get some fucking wackadoos.
Oh my God.
I get some fucking, Twitter. Oh, Twitter's a shit show. Okay? Twitter's like where the trolls of life go to fucking breed or something. But
Fuck.
I just wish that people, if you get anything from what you're seeing, a woman who has struggled her entire life with her weight and does not want to be this way. And I am reaching out for help, and I'm determined, and I am making it no excuse from it. I'm fucking doing it. I'm learning along the way. I just hope that anybody who sees this podcast today goes, you know, and especially if you've never always been fat. What you just said, I've eaten everything I wanted my whole life, and at 38, I gained 20 pounds. Bitch, you ain't fat. Bitch, I don't feel bad for you. Bitch, I could never be that person. Because I've never, you know what I mean? Like,
Right, because you don't relate.
Like my husband is that person. My husband literally eats whatever
what
he
I'm
wants.
saying is, yes.
Doesn't
but
have to
then
think
at
about
38,
weight.
Not gain 20 pounds, gain
Right.
45 pounds out of nowhere, and then couldn't get it off. And then couldn't eat the foods that I used to eat. Then I couldn't work out the way I used to work out and lose weight and look good. And then it was like, now I have a disease because of the way that I ate my whole life. And it was like such a wake-up call of like, it's kind of like having a baby at 38 too. Like,
Yeah.
rather than like 25.
Oh, yeah.
It was like I lived my life for 38 years a very certain way, the same. And then all of a sudden it was like,
Yeah.
not just there's a new baby in your life. Now it's like, now you have Hashimoto's. Now you have 40 pounds extra on you that like won't go anywhere no matter what you do. And it was like having to, like, I literally had to like relearn life as I knew it in all areas. It wasn't like this was how it's been my whole life. It was like, I was forced. And this is what I don't want people to ever end up, is in that place of like, now you're forced to choose your health.
Right.
Because you have no choice.
Right.
Because once your health goes,
That's it. You have
I
nothing.
spend every single waking moment of my life managing this disease.
Right.
That's why I check all the ingredients. That's why I know that we shouldn't eat gluten, because if I do eat it, I am fucked.
And that's my thing too, is that stigma and that judgment. And I know what you're about to say based on the, you know, national average. But I will say there is a pride in sitting before you going, hey, you know what? I am not on any drugs. I don't have high cholesterol or high blood pressure. I don't have any of that. I go to the doctor twice a year. I go to the gyno. I go to the fucking mammo. Your girl's healthy based on the national average. Okay?
But has anyone ever looked at your poop?
At my poop?
Yes.
Who the fuck's looking at my poop?
Because fuck doctors and fuck blood work.
Okay.
Are you looking at your gut? Because that's like the center of your health, and that's what people.
So what should my poop be like?
No,
I'm going to send you a picture of my next shit now.
No,
now
no,
you're
no,
getting a
no,
picture of my
no,
next shit.
no.
She just asked for it.
Okay, first of all,
She asked for it.
Your poop should be brown.
Okay.
And it should not float, and it shouldn't really sink all the way to the bottom. It should be somewhere in between, and it should be nice and hard and long. And it shouldn't be little pellets, and it shouldn't be soft, and it shouldn't be super hard. It should be nice and medium.
You're getting a picture.
Okay. But what I mean is an actual stool test where you send it to a lab and somebody looks in your stool at all the different bacteria and your microbiome and things like that. Because doctors aren't checking that. They're also not checking your level of inflammation in your body.
Right.
They also refuse to test our hormones as women because our hormones fluctuate too much. No fucking shit. But we still need to know what's going on.
I hear everything that you're saying.
Just letting you know.
I hear everything that you're saying. But what I do not like is somebody looking at me going, she has XYZ, she this, she that, she yada yada. And it's like, actually, no.
No, but
do you know what I mean?
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Honestly.
Sure.
Your habits
Right?
before me,
Prior, yes.
tell me about them.
My habits prior, I told you how I used to eat. And it wasn't every night, but some nights. I would get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee. That would sustain me till about 1 o'clock. I would have like a normal lunch. I'd have like a tuna salad on like wheat bread, or I'd have maybe a salad, or I'd make a little like tomato cucumber mozzarella cheese with a little vinaigrette or something like that. Like I wasn't eating like, you know, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna run over to fucking Taco Bell and get a fucking chalupa, and like that was not my world.
Right.
I cook my own food. I actually hate going out to eat because I don't know what the fuck they're putting in my food on so many levels.
Ugh.
So I prefer to like going out to eat is really like a huge luxury, and I'm snobby with it. Like I don't go to like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I would eat, and then I would like always make dinner for my husband because that's generally when I shoot my content. So like I'd make, whatever I was making that night, whatever style of food, Thai food, Chinese food, Italian food, whatever. And then probably dinner was like 6, probably like 8:30. Like I want to snack on something. So I'd want something crunchy. I told you, like my favorite thing is popcorn with ranch seasoning on it.
Yeah.
If there was like you can have Doritos or Fritos or chips or
Popcorn
with ranch seasoning.
Yeah.
That was my shit. Okay. So I would like want something crunchy, so I'd make popcorn, or maybe I would but I was always trying to portion it. Like I wouldn't like get the bag of Doritos because we know what happens. So I'd like put some Doritos in like a mug, and that's what I would eat, right? But I always had to have something crunchy.
Yeah.
If it was sweet or crunchy, if it was the game of sweet or crunchy, you said chocolate cake, I'm not interested. Give me crunch all day.
Ooh.
All fucking day. If it was savory or sweet, it would always be savory, right? And then what I found is that I was having bouts of insomnia where I'd like wake up totally fucking awake and hungry. So I would go to the kitchen and I would like eat something. I would eat whatever was left over. Maybe there was like whatever. And like not a whole meal, but like I'd have like 3 or 4 bites, go back to bed, and it would put me to sleep. So not having breakfast fucked me out.
Yeah.
I've never been a breakfast person. So having now in your plan to eat breakfast every day that's why I sent you that video of me crying, being like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like I actually feel good. I feel satiated. I can go until like 1 o'clock, which is generally when I have lunch now. I'll have my lunch, whatever. That's basically how I was eating. But I wasn't eating fast food every day.
Right.
I wasn't eating, even if you go to my home, there's not a lot of processed food. I live in I just realized this on TikTok, there's this thing. Do you live in an ingredient home? Or have you seen that?
No.
So apparently there's this thing where you live in an ingredient home, or you live in a home where there's stuff that you can just pop in chicken nuggets. No, an ingredient home is you've got chicken and you've got breadcrumbs and eggs and you can make your own chicken nuggets. I grew up in an ingredient home. I also currently live in an ingredient home. My husband hates the fact that there's nothing that he can quickly make. I said, because your wife doesn't have garbage in the house. You want salmon, motherfucker? You have to make the fucking salmon.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pop a frozen salmon dinner in the. I don't do that world at all.
No.
I don't do frozen dinners. I don't. Even if you go in my freezer, it's all Whole Foods. There's nothing. There's not like dino nuggets and shit like that. Like never was.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. Is like by all accounts and purposes, in my head, I thought I was eating healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm also realizing like what the dairy does to me. My body hates carbs. I'm just no good with carbs. No good.
Well, and that's just right now.
Right now,
right?
I'm not good. I'm not good with carbs. But I guess my point is that to go back to that Nikki G girl for a second. She is at a place in her life, because I know where she is and I empathize with her, where she's like, I give up. I've tried. I keep failing. I'm just going to accept who I am. That's the mentality that she's in right now.
Yeah.
Happy being fat. And what's interesting is there's a whole bunch of people just like her that want to go, we live in a very inclusive world right now, right? Everybody wants inclusion. Everything's okay.
Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. And that's not the truth.
And so, and I just want to pause right there and say, like, for me, she has a lot of followers.
Yeah.
She is spreading this message to a lot of people and a lot of young minds and a lot of people who are going to be like, oh, Nikki G says, I love myself this big and it's okay to be this big.
And if you look at her followers, I would probably say 80% of them are as big.
Right. But, and let's, I had a 14-year-old message me yesterday.
Say what?
Say, thank you for doing what you do, because you give, you inspire me and you make me want to be better. And
Right.
I can't remember the message. I posted it on my story, but
Right.
there are young people the social media, that's all they know now. And so
We are creating sheep. I mean, we are creating
Yes.
and I know that.
So in a world like that, though, I am going to be loud about my stance on health, that being overweight is not healthy. That thing of, yes, love yourself enough to like find the answers. And I'm going to be the answer I want to be the answer for everybody. I want you to stop spinning in the hamster wheel like I did for so long. Like, and I can't be just like nice about it because everyone is nice about it.
I desperately want you, not in the video, DM me. I want you to send her a message and say, Nikki, I watched your video.
Okay.
I saw you grabbing your gut and saying it doesn't go anywhere. And I swear to you that if you follow the workout plan that I will give you, plus the food plan that I will give you, you will lose weight. If you are committed and determined. You know, I'm also a vocal coach. And you know what I tell my students all the time? You have paid me.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what you need to do and how you need to practice to get better as a singer.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, who are you cheating? I've already got my money,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
So I tell them, you're sitting in front of me telling me either you want a career like mine, you want a 35 career into entertainment, being self-employed, performing on all types of different platforms.
Yeah.
I will tell you how I did it. I will show you how I did it.
Yeah.
You have to now do it.
And that's exactly the reason why I tell my clients no gluten, dairy, sugar, alcohol, and soy is because that's what I did. That's what I did to lose 35 pounds. I reversed my Hashimoto's. Do you know how many doctors, the guy who took out my boobs, I had implants for 18 years. The guy who removed them, you have to tell them, like, what's your health history, whatever.
Right.
And I told him, I was like, I have Hashimoto's. He's like, oh, so you're on Levo. And I was like, I'm on what? It's like they don't know anything else but I'm supposed to be on medication.
The drugs that they need to put you on.
Right.
Right.
And I told him, I go, I completely healed, reversed it with strictly nutrition. He goes, wow. He goes, that's unheard of. So next time you think like, oh, I'm going to go check with my doctor, just know your doctor doesn't know. Your doctor knows how to treat a symptom. Oh, Deanna, you're having a hard time losing weight? Here's Ozempic. Oh, Deanna, you're waking up in the middle of the night? Here's a sleeping pill.
No, your doctor doesn't say here's Ozempic because I asked my doctor for Ozempic.
Oh.
Prior to 5, very transparent moment. I'm tired of being fat. I'm going to fucking take the easy way out like everybody else. I can't give you an Ozempic, that's only for diabetics. But I can give you
The one that starts with an M?
no,
or-
not Monjaro. It was another one. Fuck, I can't remember what the fucking name of it was. But anyway, but I can give you that. And then I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. I asked, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do it. And then I just stayed sweltering in my own shit. And
Yeah.
then I reached out to you. I am excited to be back on your podcast when I reach my goal.
I am excited
I'm
for you
saying
too.
that to be held responsible. I also suffer from something called body dysmorphia. I think I'm a lot smaller than I am.
So do I.
It's crazy.
And if I can still fit in clothes that I fit in when I was at a certain weight, I'm like, oh, I'm fine until I see myself in a picture.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not.
Because like I'm looking at myself and going, oh my God, who's that? Who's she? I don't look like that, do I? Oh shit, I guess I do. No, really. Like I absolutely think I'm smaller in my head than I am. I have reverse. I have some people that think they're bigger.
Yeah.
I think I'm smaller.
I literally say that about myself too. And
Yeah.
that's the wake up moment for me when I had gained all my weight because I was still fitting in clothes that I fit in technically that
Yeah.
were stretchy
Yeah.
before I had my son. I was like,
I'm good.
I'm still doing okay.
Yeah.
And then I saw myself in a photo and it was like my eyes were bulging and like it was just, I didn't recognize this woman. So I too suffer from like thinking and I think we all have some form of body dysmorphia, whether we're making ourselves believe like,
Yeah.
oh, we're smaller, or some people think they're much bigger than they really are.
Right.
I think we're all fucked up in that way. And that's why it's like, I do really want to say loudly that like, this is about health and it's not about a result. It's not just about, oh, I'm going to get to 175. And then like, that's why I'm doing this. It can't be why you're doing this. You have to do this so that you are proud of the choices you're making every day and that you're transforming your operating basis. We can't continue to operate as the old person in any way
Right.
because we're never going to transform. So like what I like to say is this program is not just something you do.
Right.
It's something that you become.
Yeah. It's a
And-
life. It's a forever lifestyle. And that's where I fucked up because I told you I have lost
Yeah.
hundreds of pounds. I have lost hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
Hundreds. I went from 320 to 210. Got back up to 260.
Yeah.
So there we are. Okay, ooh, look, we gained 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Then I lost probably 30, and then, gained that back and got back up there.
Yeah.
260 is kind of, I don't know why that number is like my trigger. That's my number where I go, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now for me, the goal is, I've been over 200 pounds for, I don't even know how long. And I just don't want to see a 2 anymore.
Yeah.
That's why when I saw Bruce, I was like, oh, motherfucker, he hit 199? Wait, what the fuck is going on here? That motherfucker, because that was his goal. His goal was like, I want to be under 200 pounds. And I was like, holy fucking shit.
And that's why you just have to black out, Deanna.
Yeah.
This is why I tell all my clients, it's not like you're going to be deprived. By the way, we're just choosing healthy foods that love our body back or that our body loves back. And it will show you that.
Right.
It will be like, thank you for feeding me all this stuff that I need and love. Then the weight just starts to fall off. You have to black out. Now, after you've gotten to your goal or close to and gotten results, okay, now 90-10. I live the 90-10 rule, not 80-20. 90% of the time, I am a woman now who eats whole one ingredient foods, cooks at home, stays away from dairy, gluten, sugar, and alcohol. I don't drink anymore. I gave it up completely on June 15th last year. That's who I am. 10% of the time, I may have 10% of the time can look like maybe once a month for some people. For me, it's like once every 2-3 months. I'll be like, I'm going to have a piece of pizza. I'm going to go enjoy ice cream at Nielsen's custard, like real ingredient shit with my son.
See, I'm hearing you say this, and this is me. This is my brain. This is what I need to work on. I'm hearing you say this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a superhero. Who is she? Like, literally. I'm sitting here listening to you talk about once a month you're going to have, or once every 3 months you're going to have ice cream, and that's like living on the edge for you. I'm like, you're a fucking crazy superhero. Like, where's your cape? Like, I'm literally,
Yeah.
I'm.
If you can do this, if you can literally, and no one, that's the thing is like, if I could be at your house and at all my clients' house and be like, don't do that.
Right.
Right? And that's why I fuck with me so hard, because I did that. I made myself say no over and over again. I make myself go in a fucking 45-degree cold plunge in 30-degree weather outside because I want to do hard. I've done the hard things. Mm-hmm. So for me, there is no excuse. If I can do it, you can. Yeah. I can't make you do it. But if you just choose every decision and go, you know what? From now until the end of 2024, because you got another year with me, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to not eat anything other than what's on my plan.
Yes.
It's not going to kill you.
No, I know.
You're not going to die.
I'm not going to die.
You're going to become and transform into a version of yourself you've never met.
Listen, I went YOLO on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I went YOLO on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, as I told you I was going to do, and she tried to talk me out of it. And now here I am working off my water weight, and I'm regretful. I am fucking sitting here right now being like, I'm regretful I took those 4 days and did what I wanted.
And the reason that you feel regretful, also you guys, anxiety, depression, when you are living out of alignment with what you know you should be fucking doing. You made a promise to yourself. You made a promise to me.
I've let myself down.
And when you go out of when you don't live conscience congruent, meaning, your conscience is saying, Claude's right, I shouldn't drink that. Oh, I shouldn't eat that.
Right.
I know that I shouldn't have that. And then you do it anyway. Anxiety. Mm-hmm. You're causing yourself anxiety. You're doing shit against yourself. You're going back on your word. That is going to create anxiety within you, because the anxiety is there to shake you and go, Deanna, don't make those decisions anymore.
Right.
So if you're able to just black out, this is what I tell people. And I say it because I did it. Mm-hmm. It's not impossible. And I loved food. And I went from being like eating probably the worst I ever had in my life because I was depressed and anxious, to being like, I'm not going to anymore. And people are like, baby steps, Claude. Fuck baby steps. Big adult steps. If you know it's bad for you, cut it out. Put it over there.
Yeah.
And now I treat my body like a Lamborghini. And this is where, like, mentally, when you're around people who are shoving shit in their mouth and drinking, you're like, you're still a Honda. It's not bad. I'm not looking down on you because everyone's on their own journey.
Right.
But I'm a Lamborghini. And so instead of being like, oh, God, they get to eat and drink that, it's like, no, I only put, like, the best kind of fuel in this body
Right.
now. So different elevating. But in the beginning, Deanna, it's like impossible to see who you're becoming.
Right.
I didn't know what I was doing when I made that decision. Okay, 100%, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I didn't know who I was going to become.
Right.
But I was broke, overweight, and really sick, living with my parents at the age of 40. And then when I made that decision, literally within 4 months of that, I had my own home. Reverse my so.
This is the part about I'm with you 300%. I hear again. There's nothing I can't do.
Yeah.
Why is this the one fucking thing that defeats me? Why?
Because you have these limiting beliefs around food, like they mean something. You know, they mean something. They're like, why can't I have that? You know, and you just have to kind of recognize the thought. And then you paid me to redirect you.
Right.
So you go, okay, I see that thought. I should be able to eat that. I've always eaten that. But I know right now that I can't.
Right.
I know now that it doesn't serve me.
Right.
What am I going to have instead? And it's just food, right? And for me too, it's like, I don't want anything to control me.
Right.
I don't want anything to have this kind of power over me. Like,
That's how absolutely, and that's how I feel. And when you really, and I think that's why I'm saying, like, I appreciate you saying, I'm going to put up this Nikki G post, and you thought about me. Like, you thought about the conversations that we've had where I am telling you, as for the majority of my fucking life, I've been overweight, that some of the things are painful. Some of the things, again, take the word trigger, they're just fucking painful. If you're my friend, if you're my coach, do you want to hurt me? Right? So that's all I say is, like, I want you to get that message out. I want you to fucking do what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm here for this reason. I want you to do what you're doing, because I will look at Nikki in the face and be like, girl, I'm here with you right now. I'm fucking today at 245 fucking pounds looking you in the face, or 46 pounds, whatever I weigh right now, and looking at you saying right now, I've been on your path 100 times. You've tried to lose it. You gave up 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even 2 months in, and gave up. Even me with this, I'm like, fuck, I'm going on 3 weeks. I'm only down 15 pounds. Even though I've had some hiccups in my head, I'm only down 15 pounds. That's what the devil is saying to me. You're only down 15 pounds. You should just give up. This isn't worth it. You should just give up. Eat what you want. You think I'm kidding?
no, I've been there.
Literally, and then I'm like, because I've seen some of the other women on the day that we have to put our shit up, and they're like, lost half pound or lost a pound. I've seen a woman say, I'm not losing this as quickly as I thought I would, and it's like,
Because everyone's conditioned to think like this is supposed to happen quickly. Like this is like you've been mistreating your body for so long.
Right.
And here's the thing. Sure, you don't eat fast food. That's one level.
yeah,
But the next level is all the other processed stuff. And then there's dairy and gluten, which even if you make at home, if you are in a state of being overweight, there are certain things not like your insulin receptors, they need a break. End of story. And what triggers insulin? Your pancreas releases insulin when you eat carbs, when you eat sugar.
which turns into sugar. Yes,
Exactly.
in your body.
And it does that to bring your blood sugar down, right? But if you're the American diet is just carbs, your poor
really is.
pancreas at some point is like, I ain't got nothing left. So in order to like let the body rest, we need to stop this cycle. We need to get rid of the inflammation. And these women are like expecting, I mean, I've been on this journey now over 2 years and I'm still learning and I'm still not where I want to be. And it's the older we get, you know, hormones change, shit goes crazy.
Right.
So that's why it can't be about a result. It has to be like, I'm doing this because I know that this is what I need to do for my body and for my health, not for a result. I'm creating the woman I admire and the woman I want to be with every decision I make. Does the woman I admire give in to her word every day?
Right.
No, she doesn't. The woman I admire keeps her promises. And I also,
I do have a question though. In the average person
yeah,
on your plan, with
Yeah.
the 6 days a week, doing your workout, eating what's on that, what should the average person be losing a month? In your
So
estimation, should it be 4 pounds? Should it be 6? Should it be 8? What should it be? Because everybody says a pound to 2 pounds is healthy.
a week.
A week. A pound to
week.
2 pounds a week.
A week. Because remember, a pound of fat is 3,500 calories.
Right.
So if I put you in a 500 calorie deficit per day over 7 days, you've lost a pound.
Okay, so you're saying that in a month, you're expecting your average person to lose at least 4 pounds.
At least 4 pounds. Now, most people will lose more than that because a lot of that is water retention from all the carbs they're eating. A lot of that is inflammation from all the shit they're eating. So a lot.
So what do you expect somebody to lose on average?
On average, between like 20, 30 pounds in 3 months.
Okay, so am I on target? Kind of right now?
You're
like
at 15 pounds.
And I'm 2 months, this is the beginning of my 3rd month. Like I'm not 3 months in, I'm
So
2
you're
months.
like 8 weeks in.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
You're at 2
And
pounds.
I fucked up. So now
I
if I
don't-
get
but I-
refocus,
Yes.
really refocus, because the reason I'm saying this to you
Yeah.
is that my 51st birthday is in July. That is in 6 months.
So blackout, girlfriend.
And if I black the fuck out, 6 months,
Blinders.
let's just say we go crazy and lose 6 pounds a month. Right? Is that attainable?
Yes. And more.
Okay. So let's say 8 pounds. That's 48 pounds.
That's 50 pounds.
This bitch, right from this moment,
Yeah.
will be at that 199 by her 51st birthday, and I will cry tears of joy.
My sister-in-law
think it's
lost
attainable.
45 pounds in 3 months. And she was on clean keto and she didn't, not a single cheat. She
Right.
was like, "Brr, brr, brr." So it is possible.
It's possible.
Now, everybody's bodies are different.
Right.
You're also like older than her. Age does play a part in it.
Yes.
It's not impossible. It might slow it down. It took me 9 months to lose 35 pounds. Divide that up.
Why did it take you so long?
Hashimoto's.
Oh, the Hashimoto's fucked you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Hashimoto's slows down
Okay.
metabolizing,
Yeah.
methylation,
Yeah. Yeah.
detoxing. So I had to clean a lot of shit out before, but I started seeing like results almost right away. Like my body the inflammation like left me, but
I immediately debloated, probably within 2 weeks. Like
Yeah.
this is, I know this is still here, but this was huge and
I saw it in your pictures.
Bloated.
The different, yeah.
very bloated.
That's
And-
inflammation.
And in my face, and that's where my mother saw it. Like, this is where I lose it first. Like,
Yeah.
my face was like, and now it's like,
Yeah, I see it too.
it's doing its thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, and my, I've always had chunky arms. You know, that has always been my problem area. Always been my problem area. Even at 210 when I was doing the boxing and working out, I still, my arms were still
Yeah.
chunky monkey. But it's like, I'm excited. I'm gonna really get, you know, I told Manny we're going to Fiji for Valentine's Day. We're gonna go to Fiji. And I'm excited because we're going to a place where there will be a lot of fish. And I said to him, I was like, babe, we're gonna go away, but the hotel has a gym. I'm gonna work out every morning. I'm letting you know I might not be there when you wake up because I'm gonna get up and do my thing. And I'm going to,
Yeah.
you know, we're only gone 6 days. But in that 6 days, I'm gonna I'm not fucking around. I'm not gonna drink. I'm gonna eat fish and veggies.
Yeah.
And we'll be in a very fish-rich place. If I could be just purely pescatarian, I would be. I actually struggle eating meat.
No.
I struggle eating meat. It hurts me. Even fish. I wish I could be vegan. Full on.
Oh, no.
I wish I could. I'm saying that because of the animal, it being a soul, and I'm
Yeah.
that person. I really.
I am like that
It physically hurts my soul.
I am
When I
like
see
that
piggies
too.
going to slaughter on the
No,
fucking
I
highway,
can't do it.
my fucking heart hurts.
I couldn't kill my own food. Let's just put
Oh,
it that way.
hell no, I would not. When people are like, oh, if you were in the jungle starving, you'd eat monkeys, no, I would be eating fucking tree bark because no, I
Something.
wouldn't.
I can't do
No,
it.
I'm good. But fish, I know it still has eyes, but you know what I mean? But if it were me,
Yeah.
that's
But
me.
the thing
She
too
goes,
is
not
like,
really.
I don't want. That's the thing about this is you have to be able. Life is always going to happen. There's always going to be a trip, a holiday. So That's why it can't just be something you do. It's got to be who you become, because you have to be able to travel with it. You have to be able to go to wherever and go to a party and be able to know what to drink and what to eat or not eat. Or do I fast when I'm traveling because airport food is a fucking
Listen,
joke?
I went to U2 with a group of friends, and then they wanted to go to the super cute tiki bar, and we went to the tiki bar, and I was drinking water with lime. And they were having the cutest little Mai Tais and little fucking flaming drinks, and there I was with my fucking water. And I was literally having fucking, not imposter, I was having FOMO like a motherfucker.
But that is gangster. Think about it.
I
Think
was so
about
FOMO.
Everyone's over there like, toxin, intoxicating, and fucking up my body. I could go in days about what alcohol does to our bodies, especially as women. And here I am going, that doesn't control me. I choose health.
Right.
Not many people can do that, and I find a lot of power in the ability to control.
The alcohol really
That's
didn't
right, for you.
bother me.
Yeah.
I sat across my husband and I went out to eat a couple weeks ago, and I started crying in my salad.
Yeah.
I did.
I've done that before.
Because he was eating, he was fucking living
Yeah.
his best life, and I literally had a salad
Yeah.
with chicken breast on it.
Yeah.
And I was fucking miserable.
Yeah.
I really was. This is really, I have found on this, and overall, there is such a connection emotionally to food for me.
Yeah.
That's
you're not
insane.
Deanna, I was writhing on the floor. You can ask Noah. Crying with my coach on the phone. This was around 2 years ago because my family decided to order pizza. And I had brought my chicken and broccoli and rice. And I was so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And sad. And like, why the fuck? And my mom, just so we're clear, my mom is this big, 67.
Yeah.
She makes healthier choices now, but like that bitch always has had a sweet tooth. That bitch can eat what she wants, and she's this big. And 67.
Yeah.
And I take after my dad. So it's like, it's also been for me since I turned about 26, a thing where if I don't watch what I eat and I go a little too off the cuff, like I'm gaining weight pretty easily. And never enough for me to just like care though, right? It was always, and then I would be like, oh, I'll just put in ethics in my food again, and then it would be easy to get fit. This was before I had my son.
Right.
So here I am, and I want you to know like what you're going through, not to take it away from you. You're not alone. Like, I have cried. I still do sometimes where I'm like, how is this fair?
Oh yeah. I mean,
How?
that's why when people throw food, diet and exercise, if you diet and exercise, and I want to be like, fuck you.
And you
have you
should.
ever
They don't
really,
know.
have you actually ever really done what I'm doing right now? Have you actually any fucking concept? And 9 times out of 10, no. And then I will say this, the people that I hate the most in the world though, I really do. I loathe this person that was obese, that maybe spent their life fat and finally got fit and then shits on other fucking fat people.
Yeah,
How
no.
fucking dare you, bro? Come on, man. Like,
Unless you are going to help them. And this is why I can be aggressive.
right.
I've been there, maybe not. When people are like, well, you only had to lose 35 pounds. Let me tell you something. It is much easier to be in fat loss and to go from being very big to not so big than when you're like at 145 pounds and trying to get those last 5 to 10.
Yeah, and you're plateauing
That takes an insane amount of discipline. And for me, losing those first 15 pounds was pretty easy. And then after that, it's like, oh my God, like your body won't move for a second. Then you got to change this and change that. And oh my God, just do what I want you to do like you used to. But I've been there. Right. I've done the work. I still do the work every day. I do the work and I have an answer. So I'm not just blurting out like, hey, and mainly some people don't know that like they're hurting themselves. I didn't know what I was doing to my body.
No, people don't know that they're hurting themselves.
And
no
people
concept.
all around me were like, it's okay. You're a new mom. You have a baby. You're stressed. Here, glass of wine. Relax. Here, chocolate cake. Feel better. Here, cookies from Canada. And I love my husband they're just trying to help. But you guys, like, it made me sick.
Yeah.
And so That's why I'm aggressive about it, because some people are just thinking they're doing the right thing and you're not. And had somebody looked at me and been like, Claude, here's what's fucking happening.
Oh, I am literally, I've told my husband that he gets to be the biggest, piggiest, misogynistic piece of shit when I reach my goal and he sees me blowing up. You get to literally look at me and be that husband that goes, should you be eating that? Right? I told him that's his fucking job.
Yes.
I said, you don't really love me if you don't.
No.
Because if you allow me
Right.
to get over 200 pounds, and hence why, by the way, guys, I have safety nets. This is why there's the 199 and the 190 and the 175. Let me tell you why. Because the 190 is going to be the new trigger number. When I see 190, whoa, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I never want to see fucking 200 again.
Ever.
Ever. Leaving it.
Yep.
190 is the new trigger number. Seriously. Like, I never want to see it again. I'm fucking cool. I'm cool if I teeter it in 198, but I never want to fucking see 200.
But here's the
You
thing.
know what I mean?
Yes, but realize what that means, though. Realize what that looks like. A lot of people want that. A lot of people are like, I don't want to ever see 200 again. A lot of people want these great results.
Right.
About 1% of us are willing to do what it takes to get the results and keep them and make the change.
I vehemently will look at you and say, I've done everything to lose it. And I told you that you and I have to have dialogue when I reach that goal about how am I hiring you to keep me accountable?
Right.
Because I have lost hundreds of pounds before. My husband will tell you, my friends that love me, that have known me will tell you, when Deanna puts her mind to something, get the fuck out of her way.
Right.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
I know I've been fucking around. I know I've fucked up. I know whatever. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still getting up every morning. I'm doing it. I'm whatever.
Yeah.
It's when I lose it.
Yeah.
And I immediately, like you said to me earlier in the kitchen, she said, you gained the weight back. She said, you gained the weight back because you didn't really change.
Right.
You didn't fully change. You changed for a period of time.
Right.
It's different.
But the work starts now.
You're always a serial killer doesn't mean if you haven't killed anybody in 5 years. You can't feel like I'm not a serial killer because I killed 10 people 5 years ago. Still a serial killer, motherfucker.
100%.
Right. Precisely.
Yeah.
So,
But the work starts now.
Right.
Thank you for the garbage truck.
oh, yay. Lesson learned. No more podcasts on Friday. Oh, and this is the recycle. Hold on. Ready? Oh, and what time is it?
It's 1:21.
Oh, shit. What time were you supposed to do your shit?
At 1.
Uh-oh. See what happens when I come over?
Yeah.
We just gab. We have so much to say. We can close up. I feel like we've covered so much, but this fucking truck, though. Wait. Wow. Is Noah making burgers? Who's making burgers?
Somebody around here.
fucking
Wait,
good.
what was I saying, though?
I was saying you can be a serial killer if you don't really change.
But so the change starts now in like being aware of how food makes you, of how you feel when you can't have something. Being aware of like the choices that you're making, even though it's hard, right? Like the change is happening now.
No, you're right. But I'm just saying where I have failed isn't in the journey of losing it. It's the maintenance of it. That's where I personally.
Right.
Because some people can't lose it, period. They do it for 3 weeks. I give up. I can't lose.
Yes.
I've done that. But then I've also done it, been committed, did it, got to it.
Yeah.
And then just went back to normal.
Right.
Stopped
But
working
now-
out.
But now what's different, what I'm witnessing, is you're actually learning about food.
Yes.
And why it's bad. And that was me too. People would be like, oh, just don't eat gluten. And I'd be like, because if you're stupid like LA, we're all now allergic to gluten. Like I used to tease people.
Right.
Nobody explained to me that gluten
Right.
on a molecular level looks like the thyroid hormone. So when I eat gluten, because of the excess antibodies in my body that I have, that's what Hashimoto's is, it attacks it. There's an immune response. It is an inflammatory immune response that happens. It attacks the gluten. Get out, get out, get out.
So really everybody should be gluten-free is what you're saying.
Everybody.
Yeah.
But now because it can't tell the difference between gluten and the thyroid, it starts to attack the thyroid hormones too.
Yeah.
Now putting your thyroid at risk and endangering it.
Yeah.
So I can't eat gluten and feel good about it and be like, oh, look at me. Like, I know what's happening now. And the problem is a lot of people don't know. Like, you were like, what do you mean I can't have dairy? Well, it is fucking up your gut microbiome. It is feeding bad bacteria in your gut, causing your gut lining, which protects toxins from leaking out, to literally tear. It's called leaky gut. Now, toxins are slipping out. They're getting in your system, in your bloodstream, causing inflammation, which then leads to autoimmune. People are like, how do I get autoimmune or diabetes or cancer even? It literally is all in the food.
Right.
And it's not to say you have to, if you have to stay away from it forever. But when you are in healing phase, which your body is healing right now, it's like, okay, cool, bye. And now food is for fuel. Now food is for healing. And if it's not that, then you stay away from it because you love yourself and honor your body enough to not put something in it that's going to make it worse.
Right. I look at everybody, doesn't matter, women, men, whatever, and I always greet them or whatever with beautiful or beauty or whatever, because I remember what it felt like not to feel that about myself.
Yeah.
And so that's why I stand on, I am a masterpiece, and I don't care what you look like, I don't care what size you are, I don't care that you're beautiful. And I do that because I know what it felt like to not feel that. And I look at that person and go, maybe they don't feel that way, and I'm going to tell them they are, so maybe they believe it. Because for me, if you then believe you're worthy and beautiful, then perhaps you'll get to where I got to and go, I deserve better than this.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah. And I do love that.
That's
that
why
viewpoint.
I want you to be careful with people perceiving that you're attacking fat people or shaming them or whatever. Come from a place of, no, I love you, you're beautiful, and I want to help you be your best self, and I want you to know that you're worthy of being that. Like again, we go back to this Nikki girl.
Yeah.
I would love for you to fucking DM her and be like,
I
girl,
will.
I watched your fucking video, and I'm telling you I can fucking help you. If you commit, I can help you.
Yeah.
I want you to put up that video, I can't get rid of it, and then show a video of I got rid of it.
But also, things become people's identity.
Oh, she's gonna lose fucking followers, bro.
But that's what I'm saying is like her whole brand is based on I am fat and proud and I love it.
Yes.
So and that's the thing too, is like you have to let go of the identity you were in order to even want to make progress.
I shared with you, I literally have lost. On TikTok, I have a cooking show called Go Fork Yourself. And I literally have lost easily, and since I've been doing this with you 2 months, easily 3,000 followers. First of all,
Good.
It literally lost them because now I'm doing clean keto recipes, losing them. And also, I'm not able to come up with a recipe every fucking day and post. I've been crazy busy, the holidays. So when you don't do that, you lose people too.
But
I've
show
lost.
them how to eat like we eat. It doesn't even have to be crazy. Just show them how to make how to season chicken, and look what I eat. Chicken,
Right.
broccoli, and well, you can't have potatoes yet, but and a side of avocado. Show them what you eat.
Right. Why? I want to ask one question, and you can edit this out. Should I not be concerned with my cholesterol eating 3 eggs a day?
What's hilarious
Tell
is
me.
that people think that high cholesterol is caused by eggs, a superfood, and not processed foods, carbs. You know what causes high cholesterol?
Tell me.
Carbs.
Okay, so
Carbs.
I shouldn't, because I was
No.
thinking that. I'm like, fuck, I'm eating 3 eggs every day. Should I be worried about my cholesterol? No. Because the first thing they tell you is, oh, cut down on how many eggs are you eating a day? Oh, you should probably only have eggs
Who tells you that? The doctors?
right. Right.
Never.
Even my husband is like, babe, you're eating a lot of eggs. And I'm
Because
like,
that's what people know. My mom was like, I think I'm eating too much meat. My cholesterol is high. Don't worry about the cookies you're eating and the toast you're eating for breakfast with the fucking sugary spread that you're putting on it. No, it's not that.
No, it's the meat.
At the core of it, on a cellular level, it's not the meat. It's not
the
the
meat.
eggs. It's not meat.
Yeah.
It's carbs.
It's the carbs, right? Okay, I get it. Because I was concerned about that.
Yeah.
You are so knowledgeable. You're so educated in this. You enlighten me. Again, I don't want you to lose people
Right.
because they see you as, oh, she's a fat shamer, oh, she yada yada. And because people just want to chalk us all up as that, right? They just want to chalk us all up as what they can hate, right? I just don't want people,
Yes.
because you do know what you're talking about. You do. And like I said, like, I feel like I've impacted your life a little bit.
Yeah.
You've impacted mine, and I feel like I've impacted. You put that
Absolutely.
fucking post up yesterday, and you actually thought about me when you made it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking piss Deanna off. Not even that, but like, how can I be careful with what I say right now?
Well, how can
Or
I,
how can I
how
be
can
loving?
I approach it from a place of like, hey, Nikki, I want to help you, not
Beat you up.
beat you up. But there is still part of me that believes that that people need to be a little bit beat up because everyone is so sensitive. I'm not fat shaming. I'm just calling something as it is. And nobody cares if somebody is making me wrong for being fit. Oh, all you care about is the gym. Like, people find everything to have a problem with.
Yeah.
And trust me, like, I do hear you.
Right.
And I do want to come from a place of like making people aware that they are capable of changing and that what they're doing is not healthy. It's not really anything. Like, people are like, why do you care what people look like?
Right.
I care because it's not just about me. It's my responsibility is not just to myself anymore. And
Right.
what most people are doing they're selfish. I don't live for just me now. Once you transcend self, it's about helping the whole fucking planet.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to keep this knowledge I know and this desire for people to be healthy to myself. I'm not going to not care about my neighbors who are literally killing themselves every day. I'm not going to not care about you. I'm going to
Right.
be like,
But I think if you come from that message of you are so worthy for the life and body and health that you deserve,
no.
and you come from that place of people, because like I said, you might approach her and she might not be comfortable because she's going to lose brand deals, she's going to lose followers,
Yes.
she's going to lose it all.
Yes.
She will. And
she
some
will.
people are not comfortable. And that's why when I started on this journey, I literally went on my TikTok and made a video. It's still there. Go see it if you don't believe it. Hey guys, got to do this for me. My recipes are going to be changing. My platform's going to be changing. You guys might not like what you see. I hope you guys stay around. And I had people come up under that video and say, we showed up for the restaurants. We stayed for you. We're here. And then I lost people.
Yeah.
And my people are the people that stayed because they love me.
Right.
They just love me and they love what I bring and and every video ends with, I am a masterpiece, you're a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I believe all of us are beautiful. All of us are perfect. All of us, we're all on our journeys.
Well, because we are all spirits.
Right.
So we are all beautiful, the
Right.
spirit. So take care of this body that you've been given as
Right.
well and honor that. And I was fired
When?
from a company. You can't get fired from direct sales. My bitch ass was fired for posting a picture about being overweight and being feeling ashamed of being overweight and not wanting anyone to see me in my.
What were you selling?
I used to do, so what brought me out of my dark hole of depression was doing skincare and makeup. I did sales for a company called Lime Life.
Okay.
I was an affiliate, like direct sales. So it's like my own company, but I'm selling their product.
Yeah.
And I will forever be grateful for that company for giving me purpose back
Okay.
after having my son. But once I became a coach, and I made a post, I'll never forget. It was the first post I made after hiring my mentor, Wes Watson, who was like, you got to just be really direct and speak your mind, how you
Yeah.
say things people
Yeah.
don't want to say. And most of the women that are with that company are obese,
Oh.
the top
didn't know
leaders of them.
Oh, okay.
And they all reported my post to Home Office. And there was an email that went out to 35,000 people that day apologizing for my post, saying I was never allowed back at this company for speaking my mind about obesity and not being aligned with it.
Oy vey schmear.
Fired. So not only did I lose followers that day, but I lost a company that I was working for. I was leaving anyways, but they literally booted me out.
By the way, I hate the word followers. I hate it. I wish it was friends. I wish it was supporters. I literally follow nobody on Twitter because my stance on Twitter is like, fuck you, I follow nobody because I'm not
Yeah.
a follower.
Yeah.
Instagram, I follow people on Instagram because I actually love pictures and videos. But Twitter, like, I don't need to.
Right.
And TikTok, I really don't follow a lot of people, but I really fucking have a problem with that word, and I wish all of these platforms would change it.
Change it, yeah.
Because for me, it is so rooted in
Yeah.
sheep mentality, and it's like, I'm not
Yeah.
that. I'm not sheep mentality.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't.
And that's why I want you to understand too, there are everyone's saying the same thing.
Right.
And in a world where everyone kind of is a sheep, we're all looking for a reason to justify what's going on.
Right.
Everyone is like, okay, where can I find a reason that it's okay for me to be this weight? And you can go everywhere and find it now. You can go everywhere and find it that it is okay.
You're finding comfort. You're finding the comfort
And
you need.
I was going to say this earlier. It's not really that I care that if being fat was healthy, I would not give a fuck. I think you have an awesome body. Your proportions, I would kill to have big tits, small waist, and a big ass. I ain't shaped like that. I'm flat. I got a pretty squarey type waist,
Right.
and I have like thicker legs and a butt. Great. If it was healthy, I wouldn't give a fuck. It's
Right.
what I know gets people to this place.
Okay, wait. But see, that's the thing that pisses me off right there. That I understand that you're saying, okay, if you're overweight, you are you're way more likely to not be healthy, correct? Right. But my point is, I think this is where people come for you, is there are fucking skinny people that aren't healthy.
Yes, but here's the thing.
You have to attack everybody.
No.
Equally.
No, because I'm not in the business of skin. I don't care. Like, that's someone else's problem.
But they're not healthy.
No, correct. But what I know
Right.
is that being fat is not healthy, right? There's some skinny people that are healthy.
Yes.
What I know though for a fact is that there are people who are bodybuilders who have tons of muscle who are also not healthy. But I'm not in the business of helping like fitness experts or fitness models get healthy. I'm in the business of helping overweight people get healthy. Someone else is handling skinny people and fitness people. That's not the world I'm in.
I get that. I think that's where that moment of, oh my fucking word, did I just hire a fat shamer to coach me, came in. Like,
Right.
I'm being real with you right now.
Right.
Like, because for me, I'm like, girl, if you're gonna attack unhealthy, attack it across the board. For real.
But also though, if you're there, I don't like the word niche. It's not my niche. It's what I know. I've been overweight and I knew that I wasn't healthy there and I knew how to get healthy. I've never been like, I was thin, but not making healthy decisions, right?
Right.
But my passion is helping people who are overweight lose weight. And all I know is that having excess fat, like this is the area that I am an expert in.
I understand you better now.
I don't really understand like how someone is skinny. Here's the thing. My reality, when I eat unhealthy, I get fat. My reality, if I drink alcohol, I get fat. I don't necessarily understand the body that can eat that stuff. Like, I have a friend, Melissa Molinaro. I hope you're listening to this. I will never understand this creature. She is, I think, 40 now, has 2 kids. Her body.
I know her.
Her body
She's
looks
like,
yes.
isn't she married to? I know her.
Brian.
Yeah, I know her.
She's a performer, singer.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful. I don't understand.
What?
She eats Italian food. She eats this. Her body still looks like it did when she was 22.
Those people are just fucking aliens, bro.
So, but here's the thing.
They're aliens.
I don't specialize in that. I look at my mom. She's not the healthiest person and she's skinny. I don't understand that body. I don't understand what that is. So while I know that there are skinny people who are unhealthy,
Gotcha.
I don't get it. I've never studied that. I don't understand it. What I do understand is I eat this way and do this and I get fat and that's not healthy, and I know how to get you to be not overweight and to get your body healthy.
You've just described that life is unfair. Period. Because I look at my husband. When he comes to bed with, that guy, never gets over 175. And I look at him like, really?
Okay,
Are you fucking for real, bro?
But also, Deanna, like women, all my ladies out there, please listen. Never compare yourself to men because their bodies are so much different than ours, and it is not fair. I'm coming back next lifetime with a gigantic motherfucking dick, and I'm gonna fling it around everywhere, and I'm gonna be a dude, and I'm not gonna have any of these stupid women
Definitely
issues.
have big dick energy, by the way. I'm letting you know.
I'm
You're
gonna
halfway
helicopter
there.
it every-
You're halfway
Thank
there.
you.
You're halfway
My
there.
husband
You're
makes fun
halfway
of me
there.
all the
No,
time.
you're halfway there. I understand you better saying that. I think that's, again, I'm here and I'm listening because I'm trying to understand everything. I'm trying not to be further triggered by anything that I see, and I get that because for me, like I think that's the thing is I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, why does she just keep talking about fucking fat people, bro? There's so
Because
many
that's
fucking people.
what I do.
There's so many fucking people that need nutritional education and are fucking killing themselves inside. Like my own daughter is, oh my God, if you saw her, you'd be like, oh my God, she's perfection. She
not my
eats
avatar.
like shit.
That's not my avatar. That I don't know her. I am not
She
her.
even says, Mom, you're fucking way healthier than me. Seriously.
And that's the
And
thing
she's
is,
like 115 wet.
there's a different coach for her. Does that make sense? There's a different coach.
See, people, then I don't know if that's up on your fucking social media, but this conversation that you're having right now needs to be on your fucking social media. I'm not a fat shamer. This is the business that I'm in, and this is what you need to, because I didn't understand that about you. I couldn't understand why all of your posts were about fucking fat people, and I'm sitting here going, oh my God, did I fucking hire a fucking fat shamer? She is not, all of my friends that I shared this with were like, you are not aligned with that mentality at all. How did you hire this woman? And I go, I fucking don't know. I think I hired a fat shamer. Holy shit.
But you know what? Like, for me, nothing happens by accident.
Right.
And I think I am the coach that you need. I think you're the client I need.
Yeah.
Right? To elevate, to help me see things in a different way.
Yeah.
To now when I make a reel like that, like about Nikki, it was like, okay, imagine talking to Deanna.
Yeah,
Imagine
this is
talking
Deanna.
to a human you care about.
Yeah.
And I always felt like I was coming from a place of great care, like more care than anybody, because I'm not going to let myself be in this victim place, and I'm definitely not going to let you do that shit to you.
Right.
But it's important to have conversations like this where I am talking to someone who is actually living this experience right now of I'm overweight and I'm doing the work. And by the way, if you are overweight and you are doing the work, like I'm not even talking to you. My content
You're talking
is
to the
not,
people who are
I'm talking to the people
They're
who
not
still
conscious.
think that, you know,
They're okay.
They're okay. They're like my neighbors. You know, like who think that eating Dunkin' Donuts on a daily basis, not even going to get it, but ordering it to the door.
Oh, motherfucker, wow.
Like it kills me. And the thing is I resonate with truth, harsh truth. My mentors give it to me straight. I hire coaches who are like, Claude, you just don't have enough resilience. And I'd be like,
damn.
I'm pretty sure I pushed a baby out of my vagina with no drugs, but she was right. And I hired her because she told me the fucking truth. No one else would tell me that to my face. So I'm obviously going to deliver what has worked for me.
No, I respect it. I get it. I respect
but
it.
I
I get
appreciate, first of all, thank you for being here and having, you know, the willingness to have this conversation with me. And you have opened my eyes tremendously to understanding a whole different perspective. I will always give the tough love, but now with the idea that like I'm actually talking to you when I say it, which I think will come from a different place.
I love that I was able to give you that without even knowing it. Like, honest to God, like it means the world to me because again, that stigma of she eats donuts every day. Bitch, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I fucking, trust me, I'd be way bigger
Yeah.
if I did. That's the thing that hurts. That those people that sit there in that fucking ignorant ass mentality of you're fat because you don't diet and exercise. You're fat. You probably sit around. I wish I will give you my fucking Ring app where you could watch me run around my fucking house all day cleaning. After 7 dogs, husband, I do everything.
Yeah.
You'd be like, wow, that bitch she never sits fucking down.
Yeah.
She's constantly going. Laundry, this, that.
Yeah.
Running all my businesses, everything. the last thing I am is lazy.
Yeah.
So to be told you're fat, you're lazy, you're this,
Yeah.
those are the people I want to punch in the goddamn face.
Yeah.
She eats donuts every day.
But
The Twitters of you, I saw you in line getting 30 chalupas at Taco Bell.
But
Bitch,
you
I
know
don't
what?
fucking
Those
go to Taco Bell.
people, Deanna, like those people are angry at themselves.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
you know, and they're like I said
And by the way,
earlier,
there's no photos, so it's probably a 600-pound person fucking writing that to me. Like, if we're gonna be honest, like
I
come
just
on.
want the whole stop. Everybody, stop lying to yourself.
Right.
Stop justifying where you're at because you are not willing to do the work. And here's the thing: most people aren't willing to do the goddamn work, and I have done the work and continue to do it. So I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. I have, went through an extreme amount of pain to get to where I am. So I don't feel sorry for anyone because that's not going to help you. But I do understand.
And you know what? If you approach, because I really do want you to approach her.
I will.
I want you to approach her and say the following thing. Because if you offer it for free, one thing I've realized in life is that if you give me something for free, I'm not going to value it
Correct.
or take it serious.
Correct.
So you have to tell her, I need X amount of money from you. And I'm going to get you to your goal. And when you get to your goal, I'm giving you this money back. I'll write a fucking contract. Because I'm telling you, if you offer it for free, she may. And by the way, Nikki, like, if you ever fucking see this, don't come for me. Because I empathize and I know who you are and I am who you are and I've been where you are and I'm back and forth. I get it. I am saying you sat there and held your gut and said, this doesn't go away. She will help you make it go away. But I think if you give it for free, there's no investment.
Right.
For me, I'm taking this fucking serious because I gave you fucking money and I'm like, no, I remember my husband coming home and I said, I spent X amount today. And he went, what? And I went,
I'm sorry,
and he
what?
went, okay, like I know you wouldn't do that and do it with 1 foot
Yeah.
in. You must have 2 feet in. And he's seen it. He's proud of me. He's like, I see you every fucking morning in that gym. I see what you're fucking eating. I see what you're not eating. I struggle in that bed. He's crunching, and this is me. And I literally put blinders on and headphones on and watch Frasier on my fucking phone while he's watching Stranger Things eating. Because I can't even hear the ASMR. Like, it drives me fucking crazy. Like, bro, you're fucking triggering the fuck out of me. What are you doing? Okay, I'll stop eating in bed. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to stop being who you are, but I'm letting you know it's fucking hard for me.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, you can't give it for free because they won't take it serious.
Right. And
But I want you to fucking challenge her. You said it can't go away. I guarantee you it'll go away if you do the work. You give me X amount of money, I'm going to give it back when you reach your fucking goal. I promise you that.
Love that.
I will make you lose this. Make you fucking lose this. You know?
Yeah.
Because that's really what it is. You have to really want it and be determined, and you can't do it for 3 days and give up.
No.
And then get back on in 3 days and give up.
And it is hard.
And give up.
And it is hard.
It's super fucking hard.
But what's harder?
What's harder for me absolutely is putting on clothes and not feeling icky, not feeling sexy, not even wanting my husband that way because I'm like, I feel fucking gross. You want me to go where? You want me to get where? You want me to do what?
You
what?
want to go where?
I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, even when we're like in the bathroom, say naked together, he's getting in the shower, I'm getting out of the shower, whatever, and he's like, babe, you're looking good. Babe, you're hot. I'm like, are you fucking weird? Like, what's fucking wrong with you? I want to stop having that reaction to my husband. Like, are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Like, bro, are you for real?
Wouldn't you say that's harder than saying no to crunch?
Yes. Like, to really be in a place where because I do love myself, but really in a place where I'm like, I'm so fucking proud of myself.
Yeah.
I love myself so much that I did this for myself.
Like, if you can
Again,
look
I am worthy of that.
Yes.
Right?
And if you can look in the mirror naked and be proud and actually be like, damn, to me, like, that's the ultimate form of like self-love. That's a place you've reached of like self-respect, self-honor.
I don't know if it'll ever be naked for me. I'm gonna be honest, between the cellulite and the
That goes
stretch
away
marks
too.
and the yada yada. But I don't know. I'm being honest. At 50, like, the titties are sagging. I'm being real. Like, things are going south.
Oh,
And
girl.
I don't know if naked I will ever get in the mirror and be like, I'm fucking a bar. But I do believe that in clothes I will get into clothing and feel like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I feel good. But that's my thing. That's where I'm at. We're all in a different path and a different journey. I do not have a 22-year-old body. That's why I fucking hate these people that, like I said, like, Oh, I use olive oil on my face. J-Lo, bitch, stop the fucking madness. Ho, no you don't. Like, stop fucking lying to people. Stop lying to people.
Yeah.
Just don't lie about it. Just
Yeah.
don't fucking be a fraud. Like, it just drives me crazy. Just be honest about it. Be like, yeah, I want to look this way. I do bow. I do this. I do whatever. Fucking great.
Yep.
Don't fucking lie to the public and tell them
Yeah,
I use olive
don't-
oil.
or I don't have a butt lift, or I didn't get 2 ribs taken out. Like, don't lie, you know? But also, like, do you guys know how powerful I feel that I didn't take any drugs. I don't have surgery.
Right.
I shape this body daily.
Right.
Through discipline and resistance and saying no to things and blah, blah, blah. And that's where the power comes from.
Right.
If you're sitting there being like, I get butt injections, like no shame or whatever. If that's what you do, cool. But like, that's for me taking the easy way out of something, liposuction, whatever, you know. If you have hanging skin after losing 200 pounds and you get that removed, that's a different story. But
Right. I mean, there's a woman online that lost like I think over 250 pounds, and she has a lot of hanging skin, but she stays that way, and she's okay with it. And I'm like, well, good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, again, your body is your body. People should shut up about other people's bodies. I always say that, like, because we're all on our. I want everybody to get to the place where they know that they are absolutely perfect. They are God's creature. They are an absolute masterpiece. They're absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I stand on. Hopefully they wake up one day and realize I deserve more than what I'm giving myself.
yeah. And I want you to know.
I deserve more than what I'm allowing myself to be.
Well, yes, you deserve to honor your body.
Right.
And I never look at anyone who is obese. I say fat because like I was fat, and it's just words are words to me. Like I wish that I words are just words to me. I never look at somebody and go, ew, that's gross.
But people do.
No, I know they do. I'm saying me, I don't. Me, I literally am like, fuck, man. Like, what's going on in that body? I literally am like, we got to fix that.
I look at people. I've seen people my size, people even heavier, and I have felt such a pain for them. It's immediately the feeling is pain. The feeling is, oh my God, holy shit.
Yeah.
What is happening? I know where they are. I know how they feel. They just,
Right.
they're not worth it. They're not fucking worth
Right.
it.
And like, also, there are people who, people who are asleep, and it's like sometimes you, like, I needed to hear certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to hear it in a really like visceral, raw way to wake up and be like, oh shit. And I always am hoping to be that for someone, and I am. I have a lot of overweight clients that come to me that are like, I need this kick in the ass. Oh, wow. I never thought about it like how you said it. You're right. I am being selfish to my family and my kids by not taking my health into my hands. And so I never am like, I'm not judging. I just want you guys to know, not you guys, I want everyone to know that life doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have diabetes, life does not have to be like that. No matter what your circumstances are. And the quicker you stop feeling sorry for yourself and take responsibility for your life and realize that you not taking control of it is being selfish. Because I do believe that when you're not physically in shape
Yeah.
or healthy in your body, that you are a liability to the people around you.
Yeah. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, like I said, I'm excited to come back here at 199 and stand here and talk about what I went through.
And I'm already
where I'm
proud of you for the changes that you have made already.
Yeah.
And now it's like, cool, let's just like 100% dial it in, because you already know you can do anything.
Yeah, I have been fucking around a little bit. I have been making, like I said, more from the standpoint of being a chef and doing these recipes for content and stuff, and I have to make them interesting and yada yada and whatever, and like, I didn't know. Like, don't get mad at me. I'm gonna tell you on camera so you can't hit me in the face. But I made a lettuce, chicken breast, a red pepper, pea, snow peas, jalapeno salad And then there was rice vinegar, a little bit of sriracha, peanut butter, but I used the peanut butter that's pure peanut butter, like it's fresh ground peanut butter.
Yeah, but peanuts in general are
I
inflammatory.
know you're gonna yell. I know you're yelling. Stop.
I'm
Okay,
educating
but I'm
as
telling
I'm yelling.
you, I know. But that dressing, it was a peanut butter Thai. It was a Thai chicken salad essentially, and I made that. And now I can't have that because you've told me that I can't.
Just
have
use
that
almond butter or cashew butter.
It's just not gonna taste the same.
I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, that's what I'll have to do then. I'll have to go.
Literally, when you're in a healing phase,
Yeah.
this is not just you, this is
Yeah.
anybody out there. When
Yeah.
you're like, cool, I'm getting my shit together. I got to heal my body. It is
Right.
not about a party in your mouth. It is not about how shit tastes. It is not about getting fulfilled through food anymore. It is what is healing my body and what is fueling it, and that is it. And it probably will be bland as fuck. But when you can just be like, you know what? I'm so happy.
Right.
Do you understand? You fucking get to eat chicken and broccoli because there are people in a not so fortunate country far, far away who eat mush
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Yeah.
Children who don't get to have chicken, who don't get broccoli. So if you flip the script and you're like, you know what? I'm actually like so lucky and grateful that I get to have this boring food because it could be way fucking worse.
Yeah.
Way worse. So
Yeah.
with that said, Deanna, I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys, she already mentioned that she is Deanna Bomb Chicka on TikTok and
Everywhere.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And you must follow her. She has go fuck yourself. Don't make her recipes unless they're
Don't make your recipes till you reach your goal. But most of them are you know, I do it where I'm like, go fuck yourself, the healthy version, and I'm you know
yeah.
whatever. And it's cool. But like I said, I'll get back to those. Like I said, I can make that content for my husband. You know, he can eat
Yeah.
that. I can make a smaller portion.
but also show them how to eat.
Right.
How to eat whole 1 ingredient foods that fuel and heal your body. I mean,
Right.
there's magic in that too, and you'll attract a different crowd of people.
Hey, I made chicken breast pizza.
See?
But no, it was good.
Cauliflower pizza?
No. It was chicken breast crust pizza.
Oh, wow.
I put
This
eggs.
is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the problem is, you said I can't have any cheese, so what's the fucking point now? Because I can't have cheese. I put cheese on it.
Yeah, no cheese. No dairy.
Can I have dairy-free cheese?
No, because that's laced with other bullshit.
See?
You don't do gluten-free products, dairy-free products. They have to fill that shit with other shit that is not good for you. That's why you eat. What did God put here for us? He put meat and fish and vegetables and leafy greens and rice, like all that shit. That's God's food. Eat God's food. If all my Christians that are out there that are like, I believe in God, will honor your fucking temple and eat the food he put here. Okay, we're gonna end it there.
Chicken crust pizza, no cheese. Okay.
You're gonna do it.
I did it. It was good. It was good.
Okay.
It wasn't cauliflower, but it was good.
Okay.
Fine.
I love
All
you.
right.
I'm
I'll
proud
let
of you. Go
Yes.
follow Deanna, and
Stop on following Claude. She's not a fat shamer.
I love you. I love you the most because I want to help you, and I can help you.
Right.
So, and I've been there. Maybe not as fat. Most people are like, well, you only lost 35 pounds. That for me was not it. Okay. So, and I had to do a lot of work, and you're going to do the work too. So anyways, go give Deanna a lot of love. Go follow her on Instagram. Give this channel a lot of love. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Go follow me on Instagram at Glow Up With Claude. Share this episode with everybody you know, and we love you.
Bye.
Bye.